And I think to your point, it's the intuition that you get, and then you focus on it instead of letting it happen and then focus on, maybe even changing that or making it more positive.
Well, there's a lot of ways to get what you think is intuition, and here's what we mean. The more you hear about and contemplate energy, and the more you pay attention to the way you feel, you've been doing it long before you began listening to us. As you just look at body language, you can tell when someone's happy in the moment and when they're not. Body language is a really good indicator of what people are thinking, even though they might not be saying it. And so you get good at reading energy, but there are lots of streams of energy. There's the stream of energy that is flowing to you from your inner being that is always resistance-free. And then there's the stream of energy that's a spin-off of man's conscious thought, which includes your old beliefs, even your current beliefs. There's lots of it. And so just because you're translating vibration into a thought doesn't mean that it's the intuition coming from your inner being. You could be translating it from a mob that's all lined up at the outskirts of the city that's got an intention in mind that's easy to pick up on if you're in the vicinity. You see what we're getting at?
Yeah, and I think, is there a way to make sure that you're only picking up the truest good?
By wanting to feel good more than wanting to be right. Now, did you hear what a magnificent question that was? How do I know what is the truest good? How do I know what is the most right good? Because it feels the best. And that way you're tapping in to the measurement standard that your inner being holds. Because if your inner being's on it, it is good. That's why you don't ever need to worry. Sometimes people worry that we teach selfishness. We do. And they worry that if you're not selfish enough to feel good, you don't have anything to give anybody anyway. But they worry that we teach selfishness and that selfish people will do bad things under the cover of alignment. But you can't ever do unkind things that aren't uplifting to yourself and others when you are in sync with your inner being, who is only about that. It's only in separation from that you ever act out in those ways. And even if you do it a lot, your inner being doesn't push against you, doesn't condemn you. Someone wanted to talk about forgiveness, and we said, we don't forgive. It was shocking. Because forgiveness is undoing some pushing against that you've done before. And since we have not pushed against, we don't have anything to undo. But that doesn't mean that an attitude of forgiveness isn't a good thing, because it is a quest for alignment with what is good.